So you've invited Jesus into your heart. You've kind of been digging through the Bible. You might have found a church. You found other Christians. You're like, okay, this is all right. This is okay. And some people have just miraculous times right off the bat where things are just happening for them and God's coming through and it's amazing. And other people are just like, I hope I'm doing this right. Don't worry. You've got God. He's awesome. One of the very best things about having God is that you can hear him. You know, most of the time growing up, it was a guess. Is like, wow, is that God? Is what he's saying to me? I don't know. I'm just gonna pray. You can hear God and he will talk to you. He won't talk to you, probably not through these ears. You're not going to hear an audible voice, most likely. I know some people have, which is super cool. I have never. You'll start hearing him in your heart. You ever get yourself in a position where you're just like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that. Or I knew I should have done that. That was probably God. When you have that like, don't do that. Or just like a really peaceful, that feels good, like go towards that. Those are some of the first things that you can look for in learning how to hear him. You can also ask him. That would be a good thing. Say, God, I want to hear you. I want to know what you want me to do. I'm just going to start talking to you and just do that. When you're going to work, when you're getting ready for school, when you're walking down the street or shopping groceries or getting gas, just start being aware that he is there. Honestly, that's how it starts. It's just like, I just started talking to God. I was like, God, what are you doing right now? Hey, you want to go to Dairy Queen with me? Get a blizzard? When I was 10 years old, I went to this Bible camp every summer, and the very first week that I ever went to camp, I woke up right in the middle of the night and the whole cabin was sleeping and stuff, but I just like woke up. It was like God was in that cabin and I knew it. And I was 10. I didn't know anything. Looking back, I can describe it now, but then I was like, what is this? You know, but I sat up in bed and it was like God was there. And I didn't really hear him say anything. I just knew in my heart that he had something for me to do. And then I didn't have that for years. I went to church and youth group, and there was just some pieces missing that I really wanted. And one of them was like, I want to know this God. Who is this God? You can talk to him. I don't know. I was just blown away by that. So I want to say that it doesn't happen overnight. It could for you though. I don't know. Everybody's different, but I just started being a little bit more attentive to who he was and just being aware of him throughout the day, talking to him, even when I didn't hear anything back. Say, hey God, like this was really hard today, but you know, thank you that you're with me, and he'll protect you and he'll save you from stuff. The radios that you used to have to like dial the thing to get the right frequency. The younger kids might not know about that, but you had to turn a knob, the static was there, and then it was just like fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy clear. And that's kind of what it's like about hearing God. You got to get on the right frequency. So he's always talking, like the radio, it's always on, but when you tune into it, then you're connected, right? So you're connected with God. It's just a matter of learning what he sounds like and how he talks to you. And he doesn't talk to you like, you shall do this and how dare you do that. You know, he's gonna sound a lot like you. He's gonna talk to you a lot like how you would talk to other people. Hey Jesus, what are you doing today? And I hear him say, oh, boy, like today was a big day. Had a lot of people on my mind. I was doing this, you know, and I like to keep that running conversation in my head. It's just like you on the phone with somebody. When you pick up, if it's somebody that you don't know, you don't recognize their voice, you don't know them, but the more that you do get to know them, they won't have to explain who it is because you know that voice, and that's like God. The more time that you spend with him, the more you start to recognize what he sounds like and who he is. It's kind of an adventure. There's a lot of other voices out in the world as well. There's the enemy's voice, who likes to disguise himself as an angel of light. He's going to be the one that's making you feel condemned and ashamed and never, you know, you're worthless. Ugh, just makes you feel yuck. But God, he's going to make you feel awesome. He's going to make you feel righteous. He's going to say, you stand right before me. There's nothing that you can do to earn my love. I love you. No matter what. I loved you before you did anything, or before you were even born. I loved you. I like hearing that from God. Jesus gets water baptized. He goes into the water and he comes back up and the heavens open. God himself speaks from heaven and he said, behold, this is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased. And that is what he says over you, which is amazing. You are my beloved son or daughter. I am well pleased with you. And Jesus hadn't even done anything yet. He hadn't done one miracle. He hadn't saved one person. He was just, I want to say, a normal kid, normal 20-something-year-old. But God just loves people so much. He wants you to hear him. Okay, God, I thank you that you talk to me and I'm going to do my best to hear you. So hopefully that will help you.